Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Is anybody getting their crock pot meals ready for the night? Did anybody do any crock pot meals today? I am going to share this video. Share this video on my personal Facebook page like I always do to get the word out that I am cooking. We're making ooey gooey butter cake, y'all. I don't know if anybody's ever had this, ever made it, but it is delicious. Super easy to make, super yummy, ooey gooey every time. Magnificent. So, we are going to make that. Hi Bree, how are you? Hopefully good because you're in my house hanging out with me. Yeah. Super excited. I'm going to make this ooey gooey butter cake really quick. If you're going to cook it with me, if you have the ingredients, preheat your oven to 350. If you have a convection oven, go to 325. Yes. I have somebody asking me for a recipe. So I am going to post that. How is everyone? Hi Jamie, how are you? How's it going everybody? Has anybody ever made ooey gooey butter cake before? It is amazing. The first time I had it, somebody had it at their house for a birthday party, and I was like, this is magnificent. I need to learn how to make this, and they explained how easy it was, and I have made it at least 5 times a year since I learned how. It is amazing, super easy, never fails. I mean, even if I have overcooked it, undercooked it, it's still so amazingly delicious. So, I'm just sharing this across my personal Facebook pages. If you guys would do that too, in the bottom left-hand corner, if you guys would just share this to your personal Facebook page so more people can hang out with us, I'd really appreciate it. Hi Nikki, how are you? Thanks for joining me again. We're going to be making a quick dessert to go with our crock pot meal tonight. We have our cracked chicken chili cooking away in our crock pot. It looks nice and yummy and creamy and delicious. I just shredded the chicken up quick so it can marinate in the soup, and then I'm going to serve it up while our cake is baking in the oven. So I'm going to just jump right to it. I know I didn't give anybody enough warning to be able to bake with me, but I am going to make this video so you guys can pop on and make it some other time. Super yummy. Super excited. So my oven is preheated to 350. We're going to start out with a bowl. We're going to combine the cake mix. It asks for a package of yellow cake mix. I love Betty Crocker. Betty Crocker cake mixes are my favorite. Super moist, super yummy. Anytime I say the word moist, all I can think of is the people in my life that moist bothers them. The word, I had a roommate in college, Andrea, I couldn't say it. And if I was describing something she was eating, by saying it was moist, she couldn't eat it anymore. She'd actually stop. So I always feel bad when I say that word and I gross anybody out. So I'm sorry, but it's what it says on the box. So I just say what's on the box. All right, so we've got, it says in a bowl, we're gonna combine the cake mix. I could have used scissors and that would have been easier. But today I am just gonna go for it. No questions asked, all right? So we've got our cake mix in here. We need 2 eggs. It does say room temperature eggs. If you are ever deciding to make something last minute and something in your recipe calls for eggs that are room temperature and you're just thinking to yourself, what am I going to do? I didn't set my eggs out. The easiest, fastest way, grab a glass, put your sink water on hot, put it in a glass, put your eggs in there for couple of minutes and they're room temperature and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, Seth, and I feel bad the people that don't like that word, and so I always worry that I'm gonna gross somebody out with it. I am going to use this measuring cup to crack my eggs. Like I've said on videos before, I always try to crack my eggs in a dish separate from the one that I am putting my ingredients in, because I am not perfect. I am human, and I do get shells in my eggs sometimes, and it is the worst to try and fish it out of some cake mix, okay? So we have our cake mix. We're gonna put our 2 eggs in there, room temperature eggs. A teaspoon of vanilla. I am getting low on my vanilla, you guys. I'm gonna have to hit up Amazon Pantry for some more vanilla. All right, teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we need half a cup of butter melted. I melted mine already. Some microwaves have settings that you can just hit melt. Some microwaves do not. What I recommend is you do melt your butter in short increments of like 10 to 15 seconds at a time. If you do too much too fast, it will boil over and make a huge mess in your microwave, and you will lose a bunch of your butter, and I don't want that to happen. So if you don't have a melt button on your microwave, I recommend that you just do small, short little bursts of 10 to 15 seconds on it to make sure you don't boil your butter. So it says to mash together the ingredients with a fork until they're fully incorporated. I am just going to do this for the sake of time. So just remember, you are using a box cake mix, but we are not preparing the cake according to the box directions. It's going to be a very, very dense mixture. It's going to be super, super sticky. It's going to be very dough-like. So this is what it looks like all mixed up in together. So this is yellow cake mix, eggs, butter, and vanilla. Super, super thick, ooey gooey, kind of like the name of the cake. So we got this all mixed in. Make sure you don't have any hidden dry clumps in here. Looks good. So our next step is to spray a 9-inch cake pan. I already sprayed mine, and I put parchment paper in here. I usually eat my ooey gooey cake right out of the pan, but this time, for the sake of my show, I want to be able to remove it from the pan so that I can take better pictures of it. So I sprayed my pan. I also used parchment paper. Really easy. I take my pan, I roll out my parchment paper, I lay my pan on it, I draw a circle, and I cut it out. You know, not super hard. Probably an easier way to do it, but it's my tried and true way. I always do it like that, and it just seems to work out for me. So that is our next step. We're gonna spray or put the parchment paper in there. I did both. Then we're gonna press this cake mixture into the bottom to get it as flat as possible. Like I said, this stuff is super ooey gooey, kind of hard to deal with, but once we get it in here, we are going to do our best to get it spread around and flattened out into our pan. It kind of has a nice consistency for the spatula. It doesn't stick too bad to it. So you kind of just push it around. I might end up using my hands, which I do sometimes if I can't get my parchment paper to sit still for me. You guys, this cake is super easy to make, super yummy, and very southern, very, very, very southern, very rich in flavor, lots of calories in here. So if you are on a diet or watching your weight, you guys can just live vicariously through the video. So we're gonna push it down into the corners a little bit, get it flattened out. We got some batter stuck to my spatula. So we're gonna get it as flat as possible. How is everyone doing today? I hope everybody has had a chance to go on to my Facebook page, check out some of the posts. There's a really important post out there that I hope you guys had a chance to comment or like on. Give me your guys' opinions. Tell me how you guys are doing. I'll be back on tonight at 10:30. So if you're listening now and want to come at 10:30, we've got some exciting stuff going on at 10:30. So we've got that flattened into the bottom of our pan, as flat as possible. And we're gonna just set this aside. we're gonna grab another bowl. We're going to place our softened cream cheese into the bowl. I'm gonna use my spatula here. Remaining eggs, so it wants us to use 2 more eggs. It does not say here if they need to be room temperature or not, so I did not heat these ones up. Like I said, I don't like cracking directly into my mixture. There's nothing worse than trying to find a white shell inside of cream cheese. It's not the best, not the most fun. So we got our eggs in there with our cream cheese. We're gonna do vanilla melted butter. So I'm gonna melt some more butter. I did melt my first batch, but I'm going to, what I like to do when I'm melting things in the microwave, I like to use my measuring cups. They are microwavable. They're super compact. They're gonna be used and dirty anyway, so I might as well use them for this step. Like I said, if you're melting butter in the microwave, some microwaves have a melt option, some do not. If you are melting it without a melt option, I recommend that you do melt your butter in short little bursts of 10 to 15 seconds. Hi Amy, how are you? Chelsea, how are you guys? Making some dessert to go with our crock pot meal tonight. So we've got cracked chicken chili in our crock pot over here. It's done cooking, it smells delicious. I just shredded the chicken up nice and tender. Hi Dad, how are you? Oh, I forgot, I was supposed to send my mom a text message the next time I was going live and I forgot to. Whoops. So we are melting my butter. We've got our cream cheese, our eggs. Let's do some vanilla. We need another teaspoon of vanilla. Throw that in there. We're gonna do our butter and then we're gonna beat it on a medium speed until creamy. How you doing, Amy? Did you have a good day? How was everybody's day of work? All right. So we got our butter all melted up. I keep moving this camera around. I'm sorry, bear with me today, you guys. All right. So we got our butter all melted up and delicious. We're gonna take our beaters and mix this up. The pot chicken. Yes, Dad, I've got some cupcakes left over. I have my Samoa caramel apples still. And now I'm making the Ooey Gooey cake set. The plop chicken, I gave it to my husband to take to work. He said it's amazing and his coworker loved it. My brother just came by and picked some up and he's excited to try it too. Alright, you guys, so we beat that until it's nice and creamy. You guys, that plop chicken smelled so good. My friend Brie even took a bite out of it cold out of the refrigerator, and she was half tempted to not let my brother take it to work. So we beat it until it was creamy. Then we're going to add the powdered sugar in a cup at a time on a low speed until it has all been added together. Something I have good. I would think Madison would like it. It smells really good. I used the cornbread stuffing, so it smelled super sweet and almost tasted like those really sweet cornbread muffins. Super, super good. Dad, you missed it this morning. I threw in cracked chicken chili into the crock pot, so that'll be what's for dinner. A chicken chili recipe. Which is done. It's just sitting in the crock pot. Once I'm done with this, I'll serve up the boys and they'll eat some yummy soup. It's like 30 degrees outside today, so I wanted something nice and warm for them. So what I have been doing recently, I bought a kitchen scale at the store. And I have found that measuring powdered sugar and flour and regular sugar, hi Bev, how are you, is so much easier. I've seen it a million times on cooking shows, but instead of doing cup by cup by cup, it's so messy to just pour it all into a kitchen scale and weigh it by grams. So for 4 cups of powdered sugar, it's 454 grams. It's so much easier. You just pour the powdered sugar into a bowl. It's just really saves time, saves mess. There it is. That's 4 cups of powdered sugar, hardly any mess. We've got our bowl ready. Now we're just gonna add it in to our Ooey Gooey mix a little bit at a time until it's completely incorporated. So just a little bit at a time. Let's do this. Just gonna pulse it for a second. How are you doing, Bev? How's the little one? What is he gonna be for Halloween? All right, we got that incorporated, so we're just gonna add this in a little bit at a time to not overwhelm it. Just remember, guys, I will be back on at 10:30 tonight for something exciting. So if you can, tune in 10:30 tonight, Central Time. All right, we're just going to keep going here a little bit at a time. Unicorn with wings. How cute. Kingston's gonna be the new Spider-Man. What is his name in the new Spider-Man movie? But he's gonna be that. And then Grayson has been obsessed with Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. So he's gonna be a little Buzz Lightyear with a little jetpack that has wings that pop out and some sweet utility gloves that have buttons on them. So that's going to be super cute. I am going to be like some furry pink panther thing. I don't know. It was the warmest one I could find. It's like a full black fuzzy bodysuit with fuzzy boot covers and a hood, and just the warmest costume I could find online. All right, so I'm just going to scrape down the sides of this bowl really quick, give it one more good mix, and then we're just going to pour this over the top of our cake mix that we have pushed into the bottom there. All right, so we're just gonna take this, pour the cream cheese mixture over it. I'm gonna just set those aside before I make more of a mess on the counter. All right, so we have this pushed in there. Now we are going to pour this on top. All right. So that's it. It's ready to go into the oven. We're just going to clean up the edges there a little bit. That's it, you guys. Now it's going to go into the oven for 35 to 45 minutes. I am, just in case, I'm going to throw a baking pan underneath the cake, just in case the cream cheese decides to have a mind of its own. But it usually bakes up a little bit, and then when you pull it out of the oven, as it cools, it'll settle back down. You're going to bake it for 35 to 45 minutes. You don't want to over bake it, You kind of pull it out when the edges start to get golden brown and the center will still be jiggly. So don't wait for that to harden up before you pull it out of the oven. Hi Nick, hey babe, how are you? I know, I wish everybody I could send out a little bit of this dessert to everyone. I hope everybody can make it on my live tonight at 10:30. You guys remember my rule to putting things in the oven. Always open your oven away from your face first and then put your stuff in. We don't want burnt eyebrows, eyelashes, hair, nothing like that. So that's our Ooey Gooey butter cake. I have my timer set for 35 minutes to check on it. It was as easy as that, you guys. It's super easy. You just need eggs, butter, cake mix, cream cheese, and vanilla. That's really all you need. Super easy, super yummy. I can't wait for it to come out of the oven. It'll cool down. I will remove it from the pan, get some yummy pictures of it. I like to put over the top of it, I like to take a sifter and just put some powdered sugar over the top of it when it's all done and ready to serve. It's gonna be super, super, super good, you guys. I'm excited. I am going to get my boys' dinner ready. It is crack chicken chili. It is done in the crock pot. So be ready for those pictures to go up on my page. Super excited for this recipe. It smells really, really good. I love chili recipes, and this is a white chicken chili recipe basically. So it's gonna be super, super good. Thank you guys for all tuning in with me. Don't forget, 10:30 tonight. Cruise my page to figure out why. Bye guys.